Welcome to the Fixed Wireless Access Show, hosted by yours truly, Benjamin Tansky. Yeah, look at that. You know, AT&T is offering a $20,000 reward. They're offering $20,000 rewards. Why is AT&T offering $20,000 rewards? Anybody? Bueller. I'll tell you why. Because people are stealing their copper cable infrastructure in several states, aka also known as in the states of California, Missouri, Texas. AT&T is offering a $20,000 reward for people willing to give up those culprits that are stealing the copper cable infrastructure. Can you imagine stealing copper cable infrastructure off of a utility pole? That's crazy. All right, c'est la vie. And over there in Vermont, all you Vermontonians, is that what you call Vermontonians? I do. Vermontonian, Westmore, Vermont. You know, Westmore, Vermont, they were complaining that the connectivity, their cell phone service, their internet access was really bad. And the carriers came in and said, okay, we're going to put a tower up and give you better internet access and better cell phone coverage. But the residents in Westmore are saying, no, we don't want the tower because it's going to affect our view and it's going to affect our leaf peeping in the fall, etc. You know, that part I get too. You know, it's kind of a catch-22. Do you want to have better internet? Do you want to have better call quality? Or do you want to have leaf peeping? Maybe you can make the tower look like a giant tree with leaves coming off. Maybe the carrier can even have, you know, fake leaves fall off the tree in the fall so it kind of blends in and those leaf peepers wouldn't even know the difference. Boom. That would be something. That's a great idea. Fake leaves falling off a tree. That would be something. That would definitely be something. What's the answer to all of our problems here? Fixed wireless fiber is the answer, people. That's why we're here today. Fixed wireless fiber. It's where it's at. If you have any needs for diverse internet access, you know, what is diverse internet access? What does it look like? What does it not look like? Well, I'm going to show you what it does look like. So what you see on your screen right here, all these things, that is what real fixed wireless looks like. That is dual path fixed wireless, multi-gigabit, or if you want as low as 140 megabytes per second, upload speed 140 megabytes per second, download speed, this gear can do it. It's ultra low latency. That means it's fast. You hit enter on your keyboard and boom, you get the response right back. It is so fast. What is fixed wireless not? Or let me rephrase that. What is not fixed wireless? Kind of the same thing. Look, if anyone is going to say, hey, we're going to drop ship you some fixed wireless, and they're going to say we're going to drop ship you that from Verizon. No, that's a mobile network extender. That's not fixed wireless, people. That thing is actually connecting to your home internet service or your home or your business internet service, and it's rebroadcasting an LTE signal so your phone can have better reception. Be educated. Know the difference. Here's another thing. Look at that. This is a hotspot, right? You may as well take out your cell phone and turn on your hotspot on your cell phone. You want to see what that looks like? Boom. You asked, you shall receive. This is what a hotspot on your phone looks like. Don't waste your money on buying some doodad like this or a doodad like that. This is silliness, right? You want to have a real fixed wireless connection? You don't need any of that stuff. You need to get this. You need to call up this company, Natural Wireless, who has fixed wireless fiber, not only in New York City in all 5 boroughs, that's about 10 million people and 200,000 businesses, but Natural Wireless is also in Philadelphia, Boston, and Miami. Huge metropolitan markets that are clamoring for a different internet service provider, and that's us. And that is Natural Wireless. There, that's how you reach us. 212-540-5477 for businesses, or if you have an event, you can call or text 9 event Wi-Fi, and Natural Wireless will definitely pick up and get back to you ASAP. Boom. Listen here. Look, fixed wireless, real fixed wireless that is diverse from all underground last mile fiber. Why is it so important? Well, if there's a flood in a city or a town, right? Do you think the floodwaters are going to not go into a different point of entry in a building? Because no, because nothing. The water is going to go and attack everything underground. Look at Superstorm Sandy that happened in New York City. Every single customer that had quote unquote redundant connections underground, redundant fiber connections, they were all hard down. Every one of them were hard down. But for the customers that had fixed wireless fiber from Natural Wireless up on the rooftops, they were online. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. You just need to be a little bit more educated and understand the difference between redundancy and diversity. It's really important, honestly. Look, the picture you see on your screen right now, this is an underground manhole fire. Underground manhole fires happen all the time. They're never reported on because they're not sexy. It's a fire underground. But why is that important for you? Why am I even showing this? Well, it affects the bottom line. What does it cost when your internet in your office goes down? What's the minute rate that you're losing? What's the dollar value you're losing? You can equate it to an hourly rate, but it's high. It's in the thousands of dollars. And what does a fixed wireless connection actually cost? It's the same price as your dedicated underground fiber. So why on earth are people still thinking that fiber is the be-all, end-all? Underground fiber is your single point of failure. It's simple. How do you reduce that risk? You get a diverse connection, and that diverse connection is fixed wireless fiber. Ooh, that was a great, look at that. That's nutty. Look at that fire. Look, firemen can't put that out. It's underground. There's utilities, there's electricity, there's gas lines. They're leaving that alone, and they're going to cap it on both ends. They're going to let it burn out. But the truth is that these fires cascade. They keep going. They're going to want to go and go. They're going to want to keep burning, and eventually they hit a fiber vault. A fiber vault is underground, and the fiber vault is what feeds back into data centers. When those fiber vaults go, it doesn't matter if you have 5, 6, 7, 8 different points of entry into your building. If the fiber vault goes, all of the underground, quote unquote, different points of entry in your building are meaningless, and you're just hard down. I'll take off that fire because that was pretty intense there. For everyone that's wondering, what does underground fiber look like? Well, there you go. It's in PVC pipe underground. This here is real. These are real photos. This is an accident that happened. Boom. Backhoe hit one, right? The picture on the top right there, that was a utility pole. Boom. Snapped. Hit the ground. Over. Imagine having to fuse all that fiber together. I certainly cannot. That's a lot of fusing going on. A lot of fusing. The crux of this story is that if someone's going to try and drop ship you anything you see on this screen, this is a 5G connection, right? There's a tool for every job out there, but the tools you see on your screen right now, this is for, small activations that are not mission critical. If you're running an event and you want to do a point of sale, you want to do transactions, credit card transactions for merchandise, do you think it's advisable to use a best effort connection like your hotspot on your cell phone? That's basically exactly what all of these things are. The problem with doing that is that when you have 5,000, 10,000 people in an event space or a venue or a festival, the cellular network infrastructure is not built to support that. And what happens is that the network performance and the reliability tanks. It goes down, it doesn't work. Why am I even mentioning that? Well, those credit card processing terminals that you're running over cellular aren't going to work. They're just not. So the answer to that, I'll show you the answer. It's kind of lead in question. The answer to that is fixed wireless fiber. It's a diverse connection. It's ultra low latency. Just be educated. You don't want to ever have that beating heart, that heart, your heart's going to pop out of your chest because you know that you've been doing redundancy and you really need internet diversity. Yeah, just be a little more educated. Make some good choices. Make good choices. What movie is that from? Oh, I forget it. It's a good movie though. With that, you know what it's time for? I'll tell you all what it's time for. it is time to go sell something. Go sell something. Get out of here. Adios.